Before today's video starts, I'd like to thank you all for the recent support on the videos, and if you haven't already subscribed, only 5% of you watching this video actually subscribed. If you guys want to trade, send me like clips for videos, join the Discord server down below. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm going to make this quite faster since there's a lot more teams I got to review in this video. However, first we've got a low experts team, and we've got Divine Poochie, Divine Cell, Divine Jotaro, Range 3 Asta with Shiny Jotaro actually, Shiny Speed Core and Bulma. Now I've got to say, you love Divine. I mean, you got 3 units with Divine on it. Now this team, I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, but there is no main DPS in my opinion. I think, I mean, like you have a DPS, but I think you should get Aizen in my opinion. And maybe a better air unit. I know your set has Divine on it, but I still in my opinion think you should get someone like Metal Knight and maybe Aizen or Boros on your team so that you have a DPS and a very good up-to-date air unit, since your units look a little bit out of date, kind of, but there's room for improvement, but your team is still pretty good to be honest. So I'm gonna have to change the rings a little bit since last video, since there's better units in the game now. So I'm gonna give this team, I give it a 7 out of 10 since you got Divines. Got Oz, let me zoom into the team. So we got Boros, Shiny Metal Knight, Gojo, Aizen with 2 traits, wow, that's quite lucky, Nami and Bulma. So I've got to say, you got a DPS, you've got another DPS, you've got a time stop, and you got a good air unit with 2 good farms. Now I've got to say, this team is very good. However, there is no mythical traits, which already brings it down by 1, because I can't give you 10 out of 10 if you don't got uniques on your team, which is unfortunate. However, you do got Nimble 3 and Superior 3, so maybe I could give you 10 out of 10. I mean, I'm thinking about it, but I'm like, I'm just not going to give you 10 out of 10 just for the pure fact that you've got Aizen and Boros on your team, and I'm not quite sure how you're going to afford both of them when you could just bring someone else like a slow unit, for example, something like that, since you already got a time stop. So I'm going to give this team like a 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, but that's still a very, very good rating. Now we've got Ivan's team. So we've got his first team, which is Aizen with Sniper, Julio, Boros, Metal Knight, Bulma and Speed Cart. It's also got a team with Gojo and Shiny Poochie instead of Metal Knight and Boros. And then we've got a team with Genos, Soifan, Todoroki, Sakura, Bulma, Speed Cart. Then we just got that last team, which I guess is there. In my opinion, if we had to mix these teams all into one, I'd probably say, if we're looking at your bottom team, if we're going to edit the team that you got at the bottom, I mean, I would kind of get rid of the, I don't even know. The team's quite good, it's just that you need a slow in my opinion, that's about it. Then your team's quite set, it's just really traits wise. I mean, I would keep that team, maybe remove the Julia for slow. I mean, it kind of depends, Julia's quite good, but you can replace one without unique, so it's kind of annoying. Oh yeah, what's your air unit? I mean, I know you got Aizen, but I'd just bring a Metal Knight instead of Julia actually. So I rate this team about, let's say, I mean, you got decent traits. I already at 8 out of 10, maybe 7.5. Be a noob. Now this team is looking stacked. I mean, you've got unique Aizen, unique Jotaro, Divine Sasuke, Divine Metal Knight, and 2 farms. I've got to say, you've got a very, very good DPS. You've got a very good time stop. You've got a very good air unit. But then I don't know what's the need for Sasuke in my opinion. I know he's got Divine, but I still personally think you should bring him. Maybe get someone like Gojo or slow like Mochi, Todoroki, any slow or time stop. Actually, no, you already have a time stop. Yes, so just get a slow. Just bring a slow. In my opinion, we've got Quattro Zero or something like that. I don't know how to say your name. Name's quite complicated to say, I guess. So we've got Metal Knight, Tatsumaki, Gojo, Poochie, Nami, and Bulma. You've also got the team with the Angel. Yep, you were not using that. I were not using the Gold team either. So we're gonna look at the top team, since I'm pretty sure that's the best team. I mean, in my opinion, if you had to mix these teams into one, definitely bring in Metal Knight, definitely bring in Bulma. Probably bring in Nami, bring in Gojo, bring in Poochie, and then bring in one more unit. I'm saying, you really don't got a DPS from what you're showing, I don't know. You could bring Amelia as a slow, I guess. So this team's quite good, however, there is no DPS, which is kind of the problem. I mean, you got the high damage units, I guess, but not enough to say it's DPS other than maybe Metal Knight. So I say get Aizen or Boros once again. So I rate this team a 7.5 out of 10, maybe 8 out of 10, because you do got Divine Metal Knight, which is quite good, and you've got Gojo. Let's go using the last video too. So we've got Tatsumaki, Mao Knight, Todoroki, Wenda, Nami, and Bulma. 2 farms, quite good. We got a buff, which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being in a buff in my opinion. It's quite calm. We got slow, we've got air unit, then we got Tatsumaki. Now, though there's really issues with this team. I mean, you got decent trades on your Mao Knight and your Tatsumaki. However, I say you get DPS, like quite high DPS, like Aizen or Boros, instead of Tatsumaki. And then, I mean, that's pretty much a decent team. I mean, maybe get a good trait on Aizen. If you really wanted to, you could get a time stop. So yeah, for now this team's about 7.5 out of 10, maybe yes. I'll stick at 7.5 just because you got Godspeed on both your Mao Knight and Tatsumaki. Godspeed Mao Knight is probably very good. I don't have him, but then we've got my boy Blobby here with Boros, Mao Knight, Nami, Angel, Speedwagon, and Sakura. I see you got the whole Angel and Sakura thing. However, I just don't think it's viable. In my opinion, I think it's too wasted spaces. I don't know. I just don't think Angel and Sakura is probably the best things in the game at the moment. Maybe if they add a better heal unit, then sure. But we do got DPS, we do have an air unit, we do got 2 farms. However, I think there's like a missing potential in your team. You could have just brought like a time stop and a slow instead of Angel and Sakura. However, I'm still going to rate your team like a 7.5 out of 10. Since it can still get the job done and it's still pretty good. We've got JJ with the Aizen with the Reaper, which actually got buffed the trait. We've got Tatsumaki with Godspeed. We've got Todoroki, Mao Knight, and 2 farms. So we've got slow here finally. That's very good. We've got DPS, which is quite good. We've got a good air unit, which is quite good. We've got Tatsumaki with Godspeed, which is actually still good, but I still think you could have brought time stop. And I guess if you want to get to 10 out of 10, you're gonna need unique traits, I guess. So I'm gonna have to give you around about, let's say 7.5 out. Nah, I'm gonna give you 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. So you're still getting the job done. Then we've got Show Ham, even with the high quality picture. We've got unique metal. No, not unique. A unique weather report. We got. Let's see what trait that is. Can't even tell what trait that is. That's Divine Pucci. We've got Nami, Bulma, Yamamoto, and Mochi. So we got slow with sniper. Pretty nice. Unique air unit. Quite nice. We've got Pucci. And we've got Yamamoto. Now, in my opinion, I don't think there's any need for Yamamoto. I would switch him out for DPS or try get DPS such as Aizen or Boros. But you got very good slow, very good air, very good time stop. I mean, time, you know what I mean, like time acceleration. So yeah, I mean, all I would really do is change the Yamamoto out for Aizen or Boros. Other than that, your team is quite like a... Can't really give your team an... because it's just because you brought Yamamoto. And Yamamoto's quite... I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, but if you had like Aizen or something, it'd be much higher. Or Boros. Okay, we'll give you an 8.5 out of 10 maybe. Like you literally get like a 9.5 out of 10 if you just had the Aizen or Boros. Okay, then we got Bulls. That's your Discord name. Don't ask. But you've got unique Angel. Okay, we've got Amelia, Ice Queen, 2 farms, and Sakura. I was about to say, where's the Sakura? So yeah, okay. I'll allow you for having Sakura and Angel since you got unique on the Angel, so fair play. You've got slow, 2 farms, and you've got Ice Queen. Now, I don't know how I feel about Ice Queen. A lot of people like Ice Queen, but in my opinion, I don't like Ice Queen. She doesn't hit airs. I mean, I get people used to her for tournament at one point, but still, in my opinion, I would not bring Ice Queen. I would just get, I mean, if you got a slow, you could bring like a time stop for a DPS, I guess, to increase. Like you could bring Pucci, you could bring Gojo, you could bring, yeah, Pucci, Gojo, or maybe Jotaro, but Jotaro SPA kind of high, so probably just get Pucci, or maybe get Gojo to replace your Ice Queen, in my opinion. But other than that, your team's quite good just because you got a unique carrying the team, to be honest, and you got a slow. So I'll give this team out of 10. I mean, I give this team a 9 out of 10. Your unique Angel is carrying you, I'll be honest. I'm just calling out Rice once again, used from the last video. Now we got unique Aizen, very nice. Celestial Pucci and Celestial Metal Knight. Godspeed Ice Queen, which is quite good. You need Godspeed on Ice Queen for it to be better, to be honest. And we've got 2 farms. Now we've got a time stop to acceleration. We've got Metal Knight. We've got unique Aizen. Now this team is very good. Don't get me wrong, and Godspeed Ice Queen is still very good, but in my opinion, I'll just bring a slow. If you don't really have a slow somehow, I'll just bring Gojo, in my opinion. However, this team still gets a 9.5 out of 10. I mean, you got Celestial, Metal Knight, and Pucci, as well as unique Aizen, which is quite OP with 2 up to date. And if you haven't already subscribed, only 5% of you watching this video actually subscribed.